Hello. All right, let's talk about hip stretches, okay? Hip stretches are important for handstands, okay? Not just the hamstrings. For a long time, when I would come down to get ready for a handstand, I always would feel restriction here in my glutes and my hamstrings, okay? So I did the job of lengthening my hamstrings, but I forgot my glutes. If your glutes are tight, it's hard to hinge all the way down to get into a handstand, okay? So with that being said, we have to stretch our hips. First and foremost, I love a cow stretch, okay? How to do a cow stretch? Stack the knees. So bend one leg, then bring the other leg right beside it to stack the knees, okay? If you have never done this stretch, you would feel a very intense stretch on the side of the hip with the glute muscle, okay? The gluteus medius and the gluteus minus. Is it minus? You know what I'm saying. The little glute and the big glute. So let's stretch that. And the best way to do it is to come into position, sit tall first, feel the sensation, okay? And then I like to just lean forward a little bit, wiggle around, feel the sensation. Stretching is all about sensations, okay? A lot of people just stay stagnant, but you gotta kind of wiggle to find those spots and then stay there to allow it to lengthen, okay? Let's go ahead and switch sides. Which one that I have bent? So let's bend this one. And then thread that through, stack the knees. I already feel a stretch. Lean to the side, lean forward. Feel the sensation. And just stay there. Feels really nice, feels really good. This is an outer glute stretch, an outer hip stretch. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, that felt so good. Okay, next up, double pigeon. Maybe we should talk about regular pigeon first. Okay, let's talk about a very relaxed pigeon. So, bringing the shin parallel to the front of the mat and just allow this leg to bend and be loose. However it feels good to you. Just make sure that this leg is parallel. This shin is parallel to the top of the mat. Now, square the chest, square the belly, and start to fold over that leg. Feel the sensation. Now, if you don't feel the sensation right away, it's okay to take the back leg and extend it out to see, did it change the sensation of the outer hip? Let me switch legs so you can see. So, front of the leg is parallel to the mat. If we're here while this leg is bent and you don't feel a good sensation in the hip, extend that leg back. Square the chest, square the belly, and then hinge forward. Hoo, hoo. I feel that stretch on the outside of my hip, deep in the hip socket. Okay, stay here for a few breaths. 3, 2, 1. So that's an option. Leg extended or leg bent. See what that feels like. Okay, that's pigeon. Now double pigeon. Same rules apply. This leg is parallel to the front of the mat. And what you want to do is stack the bones. Ankle over knee, knee over ankle. So coming into this, you might be here and you're like, that's totally okay. You should feel a stretch on the outside of the hip. But over time, you want to take the knee, connect the mind to the hip, to the knee, draw the knee down towards the ankle. Keep the foot into a dorsiflexed position. Keep the toes back towards the knee. Ensure that the belly is square, the hips are square. If this knee wants to continue to pop up, it's okay to lean forward slightly. Maybe extend the arms, give you a little support. Keep the chest lifted. And just breathe into the stretch. It's very intense, but it's so needed. We carry so many emotions in the hips. So it's okay if it feels a little achy, if it hurts. It's okay. Just breathe into it for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And let's switch sides just to keep things even. And now, which leg? So parallel, stack the bones, ankle over knee, knee over ankle. Keep everything flexed. Drop the knee down. If the knee is here, it's okay. You can place a block, a bolster, a blanket, or something for support. And just lean forward. Extend those arms in front of you for support. And just breathe into it. Even to this day, my hips are so very tight. And that stretch is almost unbearable. But it's so good for you. For 3, for 2, and 1. Ooh. All right. So next up, easy seated pose. So just allow the legs to just sit into a very comfortable seated pose, okay? If this feels uncomfortable, maybe sit on something. Sit on a pillow to prop you up, to give you a little bit more support. But sometimes when the hips are too tight and you sit in this position, you start to be like, oh, okay? It happens all the time, I see it. So sitting comfortable, you got the left leg closer to the thigh, the right leg is on the outside, okay? And then from here, what I like to do is I like to hinge forward on this as well. Hinge forward. And something I missed on the last double pigeon, and we're gonna go back to that, okay? And I like to just walk myself to the side where the foot, the sole of the foot, walk to that side. You will feel a stretch in the side body and the hip. Everything is connected. You can even gently press this knee down and just feel the stretch right here on the side, okay? And let's switch sides. You can hinge, feel the sensation, maybe press it down. And once you press it, you will feel the side muscles lengthen, including the hips. Feel the sensation. For 3, for 2, and 1. Feels so good. All right, let's come back into the double pigeon. And one thing I missed, I like to lean to the side where the sole of the foot on the top leg, lean to that side. And I try to stretch to feel an even deeper sensation in this hip, okay? So like I said, lean to the side where the top leg and the sole of the foot is facing. And the elbow come towards the sole of the foot. And let's switch sides just to make sure we keep things even. Hinge forward first, then lean to the side. Elbow comes to the sole of the foot, and you will feel a different sensation in that hip, okay? Ooh, I hope this helps.